It's been a while since we've done an astrological update, so let's dive into that real quick. And yeah, totally meant to record this sooner, but life be lifing, so here we are. Okay, so on June 19th, Chiron moved into Taurus, and it's going to stay in Taurus until September 17th. That's whenever it's going to retrograde back into Aries. So it's kind of like we're getting a sneak peek of what kind of healing we're going to be working through over the next few years, like until 2033. So it's going to be there for a little while. So of course, to see how this is going to impact you individually, check your chart. Okay, check your chart and see where Taurus sits in your chart, as well as what planetary placements are there too. And of course, if you want to dive deeper, reach out. We can totally, set up a reading and go through all of that. But in general, I think of Taurus as this comfort seeking, stubborn, foodie earth sign, okay? And I mean all of that in the absolute best ways. Taurus is very much about this earthly plane. So I am thinking about healing of our bodies, as well as healing of any kind of wounds we might have around material possessions, around money, around what we value, and pushing us out of our current comfort zone in order to find a more comfortable zone, if that makes sense. And not like a comfort zone in like a negative way, but really seeing how we can best take care of ourselves, mostly physically for sure, but very much also holistically, okay, like our whole self. So this might also bring up old wounds around these situations, okay? We're going to be working through that. We're going to be healing our way through it. And we're going to see ourselves differently, particularly in that area where Taurus sits in our own chart. Okay, so now on the 29th, we have like 3 big things coming up. We, of course, have the full moon in Capricorn. Okay, more on that later. Y'all know me, I'm going to be putting out the newsletter and things like that, so stay tuned for that. But also, we're going to have Mercury going retrograde in the sign of Cancer. Now, I think I already told you guys, but if I haven't already, all of the Mercury retrogrades this year are going to be in water signs. So we are going to be in our fucking feels, okay? This one is going to feel like a lot of nostalgia as well. So I'm definitely thinking about people from the past reaching out, but also like people in our family reaching out. Like if we haven't heard from a family member in a really long time, they might be reaching out. This is also going to be a time of deep reflection on home, on family, on how we nurture ourselves and how we nurture others as well. So really learning to better care for ourselves and really learning how to navigate some heavy feels. And chances are we're already feeling this, okay, because we're already in the shadow period. So if you have been in your feels and if you have been noticing, you thinking about the past a lot more, that's going to be pretty normal. And this is going to be happening officially until July 23rd. Of course, the retrograde period, I always think about it like being 2 weeks after the fact. So, buckle in through the summer. We're going to be reflecting. And we might also feel like we want to be at home a little bit more. And I know in the summer that can be really difficult, but please, like, if you feel that way, allow yourself to listen to what you need right now. Also on the 29th, Jupiter moves into Leo, and Jupiter is going to be staying in Leo until July 25th of 2027. Jupiter is the planet of growth, expansion, luck, moving into big energy, want to be seen, want to be in the spotlight, Leo. This gives me really good luck, success vibes, particularly if you have like Leo rising, if you're a Leo sun, Leo moon, things like that, or even have a stellium in Leo. Again, check to see where Leo sits in your chart. That's going to tell you a lot of what you can expect. As a Leo rising myself, I always think about how we shine in this world, right? What kind of light we put out into this world. And that's really the energy of this Jupiter in Leo transit. We're also going to be growing in these areas, okay? So yay, growth opportunities incoming. Woo! But again, all of these growth opportunities, all of this is coming in so that we can better understand what it is we want, what it is we need, where we want to be. Like this also really screams like understanding what we bring to the world a little bit better, like our talents, our skills, things like that. Now this month, really does start the snowball effect of retrogrades incoming, okay? And this is just going to build through the end of the year. And of course, we're going to dive deeper into that as we continue, but I want to go over just a little bit of July as well, just so that you guys can be prepared. On July 7th, we're going to have Neptune turning retrograde until December 12th. So yeah, definitely a longer transit. We might feel confusion, okay? We might feel like we are not really sure exactly what the truth is. We might have to dig a little bit deeper to find our truth. And this retrograde is going to be happening in the sign of Aries. So again, check your chart, see, how, where this is going to be impacting you. And we are also going to have a Mercury cazimi coming up on July 12th. Okay. And, anytime we have a Mercury cazimi, there's like this aha moment. There's this deeper understanding of something that maybe we were feeling confused about. So I really love how this Neptune transit as well as this Mercury cazimi are going to kind of be working hand in hand in a way. And because they're both going to be in cardinal signs, I do see this as like some new beginnings coming our way as well in July. I think that's all I really want to discuss right now, right? Like, I don't want to throw so much at y'all. So if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments, okay? We can definitely go over this deeper. And again, if you want to dive in deeper into what exactly this means for you, I would love to do a reading with you and see how this is going to impact you, your life, all of the things. And again, this is also that we are prepared for what lies ahead for us. Because, if we can have a little bit of warning, we can be more ready for what lies ahead. Either way, let me know what y'all think about this, and we will go over more as the fuckery continues. Just a little side note, okay? I don't know if y'all remember July last year, how chaotic it was. I am kind of predicting that kind of chaos, that kind of big energy is going to be happening more so in October and November of this year, just because of all the heavy retrograde energy going on, as well as some other transits. Not saying that things aren't heavy right now, because they are. But again, in the spirit of preparation, okay? By October, we'll have 6 planets retrograde, okay? So giving me big July vibes again. Either way, we are going to get through it, okay? We've been through heavy retrograde energy before, y'all. Either way, I will see y'all next time. And seriously, let me know if you have any questions. Bye, friends.